Have you ever considered the number of defenseless children being violated in schools today? Education is critical in empowering and transforming the lives of young people. Yet, school-related gender-based violence is preventing millions of children, especially girls, from exercising their rights to safe and good quality education. UNESCO has identified school-related gender-based violence as act or threat of sexual, physical, or psychological violence occurring within and around schools, perpetrated because of gender norms and stereotypes, and enforced by unequal power dynamics. The UN Women reported that more than 246 million children are subjected to gender-based violence in or around schools every year. While boys and girls can both be victims of school-related gender-based violence, girls are often at greater risk of sexual abuse. Teachers and school staff are most times the perpetrators, in some cases acting with impunity. Recently, it has become seemingly common to see news stories on the arrest of teachers charged with sexual abuse and misconduct involving their students. This, by all means, indicates that schools are no longer as safe as we had earlier thought them to be. A report that was published by the Center for Global Development in 2020 stated that the government of Zambia reported the dismissal of 23 teachers for sexually abusing pupils between 2014 and 2016. Looking at some instances in 2022, The Guardian in January reported about a teacher in Osun State, Nigeria, who was remanded by the court for raping an underage student inside the school laboratory. The Sowetan Live reported in February that parents protested outside a school and court when a teacher appeared in court after allegedly raping a 14-year-old pupil in South Africa. The Guardian also in February reported the case of an Indonesian teacher who got a life in prison sentence for the rape of 13 students. Sexual abuse and harassment of schoolgirls is not a problem peculiar to developing nations, although comparing the rates of school sexual violence across countries has proven to be difficult due to limited data coverage and surveys that are sometimes not necessarily comparable. It is clear that sexual abuse of teenage girls is a global problem. Reports by the Center for Global Development say that over 11% of high school girls in the US have been raped, and when asked, more than half of girls in grade 7 to 12 reported experiencing some form of sexual harassment. The report also stated that 29% of 16 to 18-year-old girls in the UK say they have ever been subjected to unwanted sexual touching at school. In China, 223 cases of sexual assault against children under 18 years old, involving 569 victims, the youngest being just 2 years old, were reported by the media in 2021. According to the investigation report on child sexual assault statistics and sexual assault prevention education report released by Girls Protection. Sexual violence has devastating consequences on the lives of those who suffer from it, ranging from low self-esteem and depression to early and unintended pregnancy and sexually transmitted infection such as HIV. When children experience violence in places considered to be safe for them, such as schools, it creates a seriously damaging impact on their educational outcomes, with many students avoiding school, achieving below their potential, or dropping out completely. School-related gender-based violence is deep-rooted in unequal gender relations, social norms, and discriminatory practice. In order to create a safe and secure learning environment for children, these rooted causes must be first tackled. Steps such as campaigns, training, peer-to-peer education, and a gender equality dimension in all aspects of education policies can be taken to change the attitude and questioning gender roles that make gender-based violence acceptable in societies.